Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, most importantly. But if you are one of my subscribers, I just want to say thank you for following me and supporting me for all this time. What I'm going to talk to you about today is the new accommodation offer and widening accommodation entitlement. So when we talk about service families accommodation, it has been limited at this time. It's kind of spread into two married quarters, essentially. Married quarters for officers and married quarters for enlisted soldiers, so non-commissioned officers. But that looks like it's going to change. So I'm going to go over the most pertinent points now. So the key to all of this is there are going to be around 7 or 8 changes in total. So the key points of this is going to be on a needs-based allocation. So this is going to start from the 11th of March 2024. And with regard to the needs-based allocation, is the new accommodation offer guarantees that future allocation of homes to service personnel will be based on their need rather than their rank. So they're looking at family size. So what might happen now is that officers' quarters may be given to people with larger families because officers' quarters are larger. In almost every base that I've ever lived and ever been to, officers' quarters are always bigger. And sometimes you might only have a husband and wife living there in a 4-bedroom house. Then you might have a husband, wife and 4 children who are non-commissioned officers living in a 2-bedroom house in the normal enlisted soldier one. So that looks like it's going to start changing from the 11th of March 24, whereby if it's just husband and wife or they're in a civil partnership, they'll be put into the enlisted soldiers by the looks of things, that 2-bedroom, and the larger family will move into a larger home, which I think is much better. Now, there is another new part to this. Established long-term relationship. So all personnel in enlisted long-term relationships will be entitled to accommodation on the same basis as personnel who are married or in civil partnerships. So if you've been in a long-term relationship, let's have a look on how long a long-term relationship needs to be, because there is another whole document about this. So we're just going to have a look now at what categorizes you in a long-term relationship. So when it comes to establishing that you are in a long-term relationship, you have to do the following. All service personnel wishing to demonstrate a long-term relationship must sign a written declaration and then also provide either one piece of additional evidence from Section A or a minimum of 3 further additional evidence documents, 2 from B and 1 from C. So you've written your declaration saying that you're in a long-term relationship, and then you have to give 1 document from Section A. So Section A is evidence that you and your partner are joint parents of shared children. So birth certificate of your child showing the names of both partners, proof of adoption of your child showing the names of both partners. So you sign your declaration, you then have to prove that you are joint parents to a child. Or you can do 2 from Section B, saying that you've got a mortgage or a joint bank account or proof of financial support to the other partner. The list is long. And then 1 from Section C. So any document listed in Section B above showing a date within the last 90 days, this is required to demonstrate the relationship. So everything has to be in date as well. It will be, I would imagine, a difficult process. However, the fact of the matter is this: if you're not married, if you're not in a civil partnership, you can now get a house with a long-term partner of yours. Because I know some people don't want to get married, some people don't want to be in a civil partnership. So I think that's the military moving with the times. Next, Support for parents. Personnel who have children whose main home is elsewhere but stay with a service person for more than 80 nights a calendar year will be able to benefit from the service family accommodation. So you may have split up from your partner, the children stay with your partner, but they come and stay with you sometimes throughout the year. If they're staying with you for more than 80 nights, you can get a house on camp. Also, there's support for weekly commuters. So personnel living in single living accommodation who are homeowners or a householder will have access to the dual accommodation expense. So that will be some benefits for you. Refund of legal expenses. Home ownership will be made more achievable by giving first-time buyers the opportunity to have up to £1,500 of their legal expenses refunded alongside the support for Forces Help to Buy. So Forces Help to Buy already give you help with buying your first home. Now they're going to refund you £1,500 or up to £1,500 of your legal expenses, which is absolutely superb, I think. The Defence Minimum Standard. The provision of good quality, secure, single living accommodation will be delivered through the implementation of the Defence Minimum Standard. The SLA estate is currently being assessed to understand which rooms fail to meet this and where investment is required. That's single living accommodation, not service families accommodation. So there's going to be a minimum standard by the looks of things around every single camp throughout the British Army, and they will bring it all up to it all being exactly the same level, where some single living accommodation is, if there's any soldiers out there watching this, is absolutely diabolical. Just really, it's bad as service families accommodation, it really is. So that, I think that's a good move for the MOD as well. Also, what they're going to do is the widening of entitlement. So under the widening of entitlement at limited locations, personnel who are in an established long-term relationship assigned to any of the 8 locations after the 31st of October 23 will be entitled to the same accommodation entitlement as those who are married or in civil partnerships. So this starts on the 31st of October 2023. Currently, for that long-term relationship, they've got 8 bases that you are allowed to apply for your long-term relationship entitlement. Those are the likes of Lucia's Station and Northern Ireland, Palace Barracks, Aldergrove and Thiepval Barracks. Also Yeovilton, Norton Manor, Shawbury and Cosford. Now those last 4, Yeovilton's naval, Norton is looks like Royal Marines, Shawbury's RAF, Cosford is RAF. I would imagine what's going to happen is this. If there is any free housing, as in unoccupied housing in any camp around the army, you'll probably be able to apply for that long-term relationship entitlement. You might just have to go down the welfare route to see if they can make it possible. But I would imagine fairly soon, if there's any unoccupied housing on camps, they just need the money. The service families accommodation, whoever's running it, they need the money, so they'll want to put people in there. So that will probably happen fairly soon. So that's it. Quite a big change with regards to who's allowed housing, and you're getting some extra money now as well if you want to go ahead and buy a house. If you do have any other questions on this, please just put them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer. I will answer all of the comments and questions that I get, and I'll do my best to answer. I'm by no means an expert on this. I just wanted to put it out there so people know what they can ask for when they move into service families accommodation or they want service families accommodation. Other than that, take care, and if you're about to join the Army, RAF or Royal Navy, I wish you all the best.